Hey everyone, I don't have anything to do now. I don't know what to do. No, I'm just kidding. I have plenty of projects going on. I have some exciting things for y'all to see. I can't wait. Can't wait. But until then, I mean, they're not out yet. So anyway, I probably got about 6 or 7 projects lined up. I got 2 videos already made and put out to come out, and as I'm speaking today. Anyway, so tonight, it's nighttime. I got a piece of wood. I'm going to turn it this way against the grain. I'm going to put the spur drive right here. I drilled a hole in it. And anyway, I'm going to put the spur drive in there. And I believe this wood is probably white pine. I'm not sure 100%. I do notice it is lighter in color, and the lines do look a lot like longleaf, but it's more of an orangey color, and it's dry. It's got resin in it, but it's dry wood. Like it doesn't hold much resin or something. So I think white pine it does not, even though it has resin and it's got fat, and it's fat wood, it is dry wood. So that's a big difference right there. So anyway, we're going to get to it. I'm going to put the spur drive in so I can mount it on the chuck. Mount it on the lathe, and we're going to make a vessel. It is just going to be a round sphere, and I'm going to see, I don't know, I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to see if I can hollow it out, because I got some hollowing tools, and I have not used them yet. I've had for about a week now. I've not used them yet because I've had all these projects going on where I haven't been using them. Anyway, so we're going to get right to it. My only other concern is that there's cracks. There's a crack right here. And there's a crack a little bit right there. And so I am concerned about that, but we're going to see what we can do. Okay, let's get right to it. And I'll see you on the other side. She'll be beautiful. You just wait and see. Sometimes it doesn't look promising, and sometimes there's disappointments. But you just stick with it. Don't give up. That's my motto. Don't give up. Because you shouldn't. Just because something like a crack is there doesn't mean you give up. If I had stuck with it, probably would have been okay and succeeded. There's a lot of things we fall short, and we just, Just think of Thomas Edison. If he had given up. You know, failure is the mother of success, right? All right, here we go. We're going to smooth this out, hopefully, and get it done. I thought I had my camera on, but I didn't. Okay, this is going to be the base leading up to the vessel or the sphere, the ball that we made. And so it's going to be thin. It's going to have a thin stem, and it's going to come up to the ball, and then I'll have a finial at the top part of the above the ball. So it's going to have two sections. This section of wood will be from the ball down to the stem, to the base, excuse me. And then the other half on the ball, say the ball was right here for pretend, then we'll have the finial part at the top. So here we go. Let's get started. sweating. Okay, I had to take my jacket off. I'm sweating to death. Anyway, very delicate and tiny. This part at the base is going to fit under the cup. It's not what I wanted, but I decided, what happens, it broke off. I didn't do anything wrong, it just chipped off. Where some resin was in a pocket or something, it just popped off twice. So anyway, we just formed the best we could, and we'll put it at the bottom of here, and there's a little bit of a base on here anyway, so we'll just use this. Okay, I'm going to shine it up best I can. It's very delicate and tiny. So we'll just put it on there like that. That'll be the bottom part. And then we'll do the finial. It'll be beautiful. Can you tell? Oh yeah. This is great. Boy, I'm sweating. My son brought me a drink. I didn't even ask for one. He just went and bought a drink for me. Isn't he a sweetheart? I usually don't drink a lot of sugar drinks though, especially when I get real thirsty. I just drink water. But hey, I'm drinking it. I usually don't sand delicate stuff. This thing is very delicate. It can break, snap just like that. So I just use this a little bit on the base here. And then I'm going to use the towel to try to shine it up a little bit. And that's about it. I really should touch it up there, but I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, we're going to color this black anyway. It sure is beautiful though. It's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Let me cut it off. Alright, I had to wait for my compressor to turn off, but anyway, I gotta get rid of that little nub. It still sits down pretty flat because I tried to go in a little bit with the cut on the base. I try to do that all the time. Sometimes it doesn't work out because I get it too close to the chuck. But anyway, so if it goes in a little bit, then it's gonna be a lot better in sitting flat. So it's sloped in. So let me plug this in, and I need to smooth this bottom out of the nub that's on there. And let's see, then we're going to color it black, and then we'll work on the finial. We're going to glue it on there. We're going to glue that baby on. Got it going. We got it going. Yes. This is beautiful. All right, this is going to be beautiful. Let me turn on this light here. So this is fun, you know, making tiny, tiny, delicate stuff. Now that right there is almost as small as a toothpick. Let me get a toothpick. Not quite. Yeah, about 2 toothpicks small. It's almost as small as that other one. I put the other one on the mantle, on my fireplace mantle. All right, I was afraid, I could have made it smaller, but I was afraid it'd be too weak because this ball I was not able to hollow out. Since I was not able to hollow it out, it's kind of heavy. So I thought I better not make it too thin because it will be a problem. So we're going to color this black right now. And I'll glue it on later when I get the finial done. Or I could glue it on now. I just might want to do something with this part here a little bit and sand it. So anyway, we're going to color that baby black. She's going to be beautiful. She always is beautiful, huh? Yeah, I got some ladies here. They're the gorgeous. Okay, let's get this baby going. So I'm glad you can join me again. I got it done. This is absolutely amazing. Let's do it like this. See if you can see it. Let me do this number. I'll tell you what, we got it going. I love that base on there, to have a very thin base and then the finial instead of just a short base and then the finial. I love that. That's beautiful. Anyway, I found a shape, looked at some pictures, and I wanted to go with this. I wanted the base to be bigger because the ball has this area over here that's raised, and I wanted to come, for the most part, covering that base area, and now as it broke off. Not anything I did wrong. It was just pockets of resin or something in there, and it chipped off twice, as if you remember that I said it earlier on in the video. But hey, we just improvised and made what we could. And look at that. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? You know, just simple designs. Look at the ball swirling around with the swirls. Just absolutely beautiful. And you know, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I got another lathe, and it's a Delta 46460. And let me tell you something. That thing is fantastic. I can turn it at a much higher speed, and it's much more stable. It doesn't have vibrations in it like the Harbor Freight. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the Harbor Freight. I'm so thankful to have it and to learn on it. But I'll tell you what, there's a difference from night to day with the lathe. And this lathe right here, I've already done some pieces. Here, I'll show you one. I've done some pieces already. This is not supposed to be part of the video, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you anyway. I'm able to do some tiny, tiny little bitty pieces of work on that tip I could not do on the Harbor Freight. Excuse me. Excuse me. This piece here, right here, is as small as a toothpick. Well, it's a tad, well, right in here it is, but right in here it's a tad bigger. But to do tiny little bitty, you know, beads and bring it out to sloping around and everything is just fantastic. Now, this piece had broken off my Harbor Freight. It had broken off earlier, and I just picked it up when I got my Delta MIDI lathe, M-I-D-I lathe. And you know, I decided to pick it back up, put it on there, and just, you know, have a little fun with it and see what would happen. And I was able to turn, it was just so straight on there and firm. It was just spinning. I mean, it was spinning. I had it on a higher speed that you can't put the Harbor Freight, and able to turn it smaller. So I'm going to make some more, and they're going to be smaller. They're going to be almost toothpick size. But this right here is a beautiful size. It's a beautiful cup. I'm sorry to get sidetracked a little bit with you. I'm just excited about the things that I have coming. And it, you know, the black accentuates this ball very well. I love that. Now, if the finial and the bottom half of the base were the long leaf lines in there, I probably would not have colored it black. But I just took some plain piece of wood, of fat wood, and so it didn't matter that I colored it black, really. It was kind of a boring color. So, you know, see this fat wood here, this is probably long leaf. You see how it's just swirling around? I've kept this piece for a long time. I might put a fire steel in it. I might use it for something else. Who knows? It's always good to save your scraps, ain't it? So I got some other projects going along. I got some interesting stuff coming. So anyway, I just want to share that with you, and I just want to thank you so much for coming by and visiting my channel. And there she is in all her glory. And that was all done on the Harbor Freight lathe. So it goes to show that it doesn't matter. Let me turn this light on. It doesn't matter to a large degree if you have a Harbor Freight or if you have an expensive lathe. If you don't have the skills, you're not going to be able to do that. And you got to have patience too. And you got to be able to focus. So it's just fascinating me. But anyway, I just want to thank you for coming and visiting my channel. I thank you to all my new subscribers. I saw 1 or 2 people, and I just want to thank you. And it's okay with me. I mean, you know, I don't ask for anybody to subscribe, and I don't ask for you to hit the like button. I probably could, but I'm going to tell you what, if you really want to, you will. That's the way I feel about it, and that's the way it is. I thank you. Thank you for even coming and visiting. Taking the time out of your day to come by. And I'm thankful to be able to share this with you, my art. And I hope you enjoyed it. All right, and y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.